Alright, so I was having an issue with peeling the mangoes, but we got that taken care of, got them peeled. I was going to remove the pits, but I figured it's all going into a bag, so I just went ahead and left the pits with mangoes. But I got the mangoes peeled and cut. So here we go with our mangoes. And I went ahead and I cut and quartered some oranges along with our peaches. Now all this is going to go into an ingredient sack, which I have already cleaned and sanitized. And there is a twist tie that's supposed to be with this. I think I put it off to the side. Give me 2 seconds here. Alright, so when you go to your brew shop or you order online, whatever, and you buy one of these ingredient socks, they are reusable as long as you wash them good and sanitize them. They come with a tie. If you ever lose your tie, just buy a loaf of bread or whatever that comes with a twist tie and save the twist tie for future use. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our fruit into this bag and we're going to set it off to the side. And that's it. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that here in a few minutes. Alright, so we got everything into our bag. We're going to go ahead and take it and we're going to turn it and we're going to add our twisty tie to keep it closed. And we're going to set it off to the side. So our water is getting ready to start boiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our ginger root. We're going to let that boil. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our Irish moss, our gelatin mixture. And I went ahead and I soaked my honey in warm water just to make it a little bit more viscous, a little bit more, if you don't know what the word viscous means, I mean more slippery, more movable, more whatever. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our 15 pounds of honey. You can only, if you want, you can only do 10. Like I said, you can always cut some of your honey down with brown sugar. Like I said, you're not going to get as much sweetness out of it, but it is what it is. Liquidy. If I haven't said it already, liquidy is another word for viscous. So there we go. Voila. And the reason why I wanted the honey more liquidy is because since it is so expensive, I wanted to use as much as I possibly could out of the container. So right now we're just going to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until everything is dissolved. Alright, so while that is cooking, I'm just going to give you a little bit of history that I was told. Is that a Viking mead was more of kind of like a honey wine that the Vikings would make, and depending on the season, depending on the type of ingredients that they would use, and also the type of season it is, depended on the way the mead tasted. So it doesn't matter if you think you've done it right or you've done it wrong. You've probably done it right, because there are hundreds of different recipes for mead, and as long as you like it, that's all that matters. So while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and take care of a couple other things, and when we get back, I'll explain a few more stuff, and we will go ahead and we will bucket our mead. And so until then, go ahead and enjoy it while cooking your mead.